This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Welcome back to the Civilization 4 Noble Leaders League. We are in the 3rd division today, and I am Kjotleik, and I welcome you back to the game between my personal favorite, Ragnar of the Vikings. I'm Scandinavian myself, you know. He's up against Stalin of Russia. Ragnar ranked 43, Stalin ranked 47 in the pre-season rankings. And let's take a look at their starting positions, shall we? Ragnar at home, Control R, Alt I, and we see there are stones, there are clams, there is a fish, there are floodplains and river, and everything good about this. He's starting down here, if you look at the minimap here, down to the west. And up here, in a lot more green and lush area, we have Stalin of Russia, and let me Alt-I so we can see a little bit better, with some fish, rice, another fish, iron, and some spices over here. I think this should favor Stalin. There are tons of woods over here, and the possibilities are good for the Russian leaders here. And we go all the way to the middle here. This is going to be a meeting point. It's going to be very important who controls the middle of this big continent. If you build cities up here as well, there is a possibility that you could get culture to reach, so you can get up to the Arctic. There's a possibility to get culture out so you can reach over here as well. And yeah, but over to this continent that stretches from the north to the south, you will probably need astronomy. So, with that said, there is also a good little coastline here, and also a coastline on top, of course. So, I am not so sure that this is a very huge advantage to Stalin. We'll just have to wait and see. Let me get rid of those, and let's get ready to start the game. We are soon about to kick it off. And this is the second game of the day. Ragnar versus Stalin. Off we go. And there are the first 2 cities founded. Now let's take a look and see who gets the second city up first. They are about to meet each other, I guess. 2 cities, first for Stalin, and then we look at the minimap, and he is going west, and Ragnar is going down the coastline there, but 3-2 cities favoring Stalin. We are coming up on turn 115 soon. Stalin with 4-3, they are in different religions by the way. 1 AD, I think it was 5-3 favoring Stalin in city count. So Stalin is expanding very well, and Ragnar is a little bit behind, 7-3, 8-3. Stalin is running away with the game already, and we are only at turn 150 plus. Ragnar, he is really behind 4 cities now, but Stalin up to 8, and we are in war, and this could get ugly, because now with twice the number of cities to produce, well, we have a peace treaty actually. That was a surprise to me, but we see that Stalin has forward settled in the face of Ragnar. 9-6 city count now. Ragnar with 0.9 the strength of Stalin, so it's a little bit weaker, but with Stalin a lot more cities, this could be a good game for the Russian leader, and it looks like my favorite Ragnar is in trouble here, but 11-7 is the city count at the moment. If they can just get some more cities up, a difference of 4 is going to be more marginal, the more cities there are on both sides, but now Stalin has 13 to 7, and it looks like he's going to get all of that northern part up there. It looks like Ragnar will be stuck on 7 cities, and that does not look good. However, Stalin is now pleased with Ragnar, which means that there may not be that final war early on. Ragnar is getting rifling, and there he has founded Tønsberg up in the north, so he got himself up there. But Stalin, he does have astronomy now, and there is also Sigtuna in the New World. Ragnar up to 9 cities, but Stalin on 17. Ragnar, can he really get back into this game by aggressive settling in the New World? That would have been some comeback if it was possible for him to do that. Both on economics, coming up on turn 300 in just 10 turns time. 18 to 12 is the city count now. Oslo has been founded. It looks currently like only Ragnar is settling the New World, the new continent, and he gets another one over there. So it's 19 to 13, and Stalin is still pleased with Ragnar. That is a little bit of a surprise to me. Ragnar is equal in military strength at the moment, so this does not really look like it's going to be a very warlike game. There was this early war, but after that Stalin has the Taj Mahal, so he managed to get that one. Physics is first for Stalin as well, and we have, oh well, there are privateers on the scene. Stalin has ended his golden age. 21 to 16 is the city count. Going for communism, getting that. What's the next for Ragnar? Going for steam power after that. Stalin is on railroads. 22 to 17, 22 to 18. On the minimap I see that Stalin has a city down south in the New World, on the new continent, but only one. Ragnar has settled the rest, up to 19 cities now, and he's going for assembly line. And we don't know how Ragnar feels towards Stalin though. We only know that Stalin is pleased with Ragnar. We don't know if Ragnar is pleased with Stalin, so that could be different. Now Ragnar is up to 20 cities. Stalin with 22, still an advantage, but it's almost equal. 21 for Ragnar now. And we are at turn 355, 356. But we see that Stalin is building units. He is now, Ragnar has 0.6 the strength, and there is the war. Yeah, it was inevitable, wasn't it? When we saw that Stalin started building units. 23 to 20 is the city count. But I'm a little bit afraid that Stalin waited too long. We'll see if he can get a few quick city captures here to push an advantage. 23 to 21, but Ragnar still has 0.7 the strength of Stalin, so it's not dropping drastically. We are at turn 371, and it looks like, okay, the game needs a little bit of time. And we're going for combustion for Ragnar, artillery for Stalin. 23 to 21. I look at the city count now as well, and following the strength. 0.7, Ragnar has 0.7 the strength of Stalin. I'm looking at the leader list down there, because that could be telling if that number starts to change perceptibly. Ragnar trying to go for electricity now, but he is not teching with that many beakers, 275. And that's going to be troublesome. But Stalin has grabbed the city. 24 to 20 is the city count. But Ragnar, he is getting stronger, and we have a peace treaty. Ragnar is up to 0.8 the strength of Stalin, so Stalin must have lost a few units towards the end there, and Ragnar is on industrialism while Stalin is on electricity. 25 cities to 20. Stalin still an advantage here, but we are coming up on turn 400. It's strange that Stalin is pleased with Ragnar still though. So that could lead me to believe that maybe it was Ragnar that attacked. We just have to see both of them on industrialism and both of them getting it approximately on the same turn. Oh, Ragnar, he changed. He went for plastics. That's interesting. I didn't see if he actually finished industrialism, but 27-28 Stalin is expanding now. 28 to 20 city count. That is an advantage that's possible to get something out of, but we are at turn 414. We are about 80 turns, 85 turns left from the time limit. Ragnar 0.9 the strength of Stalin. And I think that if any of these leaders now want a domination victory, they need to attack soon, because they are going to have to take a lot of cities to win this by domination. And that is something I have a problem seeing at the moment, with only 76-75 turns left, especially with Stalin pleased. This could go towards something different. I'm not so sure actually if are we really going to see a draw here? Are these two not going to fight it out? And I think that because we have had the wars, they may not have enough time to win by any other means. I mean, there could be a cultural victory, but it doesn't seem like anyone is going for that. There could be a space victory, probably for Stalin then. But Ragnar is now equal in strength, but with only 60 turns left. Let's see if we can spot any clues. Either a sudden increase in research time or something that could indicate Stalin going for culture, and we can actually see up in the corner if Ragnar tries to go for it, but I don't think he will. And they are in peace, they are taking military techs, but we are only 56-55 turns left from the time limit. Ragnar is actually building more units than Stalin, which means that Stalin is not building up his units, so he's not going for a military victory, Stalin, at the moment. There is a possibility that he could try to go for space, but with 50 turns left, does he really have time for that? Rocketry now for Ragnar. Medicine, I believe that is for Stalin. 48 turns left. And 30 cities to 22. We have our next war. We have the next war. That means this is not going to end up with a cultural victory. It is not going to end up with a space victory. And it is probably not going to end up in a domination victory either, because we don't have time for that. But it's really interesting to see 24 to 28. Ragnar is up to 24 cities at least. And he's trying his best. 25 to 27. Ragnar is winning cities now. He has built up a stronger military than Stalin with 44 turns left. 25 cities to 27. Oh my, this is tense. Ragnar is trying his very best to get above Stalin in score as well. 600 points is the difference there, with 40 turns left. And 25 to 26 to 26. Another city must have fallen, but he's back down to 25-27. They are fighting it out now, Ragnar and Stalin. 25 to 27, 40 turns left, 39 turns left. 25 to 27. Stalin still a little bit in the lead, but this is going to end up with a draw. I am convinced about that. They are not going to reach any victory conditions here before time runs out in 37 turns. But Stalin has a golden age, which is good for him, I guess. 26 cities each, down to 25 again for Ragnar. Stalin up to 27, and he's keeping the score lead, so Stalin is going to have a positive score per turn difference most probably after this game, but both of them seem to be heading towards a draw and a point each. Let's take a look at the last 33 turns here to see if we can spot any surprises. Actually, Ragnar is doing 20% culture. I don't know why he's doing that. Stalin completes the 3 gorges dam. And Stalin is going for the superconductors, while Ragnar is trying to get to flight. And Stalin, he is building units to defend himself, and maybe even Ragnar losing units in the war. But we'll see. two aggressive leaders that are not able to take each other out. I think that Stalin's problem in this game was that he didn't take advantage of his early city count lead to crush Ragnar early in the game. He should not have signed peace back then. He had an 8-4 lead in cities very early on. That was the moment Stalin should have attacked to win a conquest. Instead, we are going to run out with a draw. Ragnar, 25 cities, going for flight. Stalin, going for fiber optics. 28-24, Stalin has gotten another city back, and he's gotten even another city back. 29-23 is the city count with 20 turns to go. I mean, if Stalin can get a city each turn, he could still win domination, but yeah, I think it is way too late for that, I'm afraid. Ragnar is now weaker than Stalin. Remember, he was stronger when he started the war. At least, I think it was Ragnar starting the war, because Stalin, he was pleased, so I just assume it. I'll have to check it after the game is over. Ragnar is now losing the war as well, down to 22 cities, so this was a failed attempt to try to win it by Ragnar. Going for divine rights. I don't think that the prayer is going to help you in this game right now, Ragnar, unfortunately. Stalin with 30 cities, Ragnar 22, turn 487. We are now 12 turns left of the game. And we are going to see the finish here. And more land gets into the Russian red. 30-22 is the city count, and Ragnar, yeah, you are 2000 points behind in score, so you are going to get a negative score per turn difference, and now you are down to 0.7, the strength of Stalin as well. You are probably going to lose a city or two, but it's only 8 turns left though. But this war has at least stopped Stalin from reaching a space victory, because he needed to focus. Oh, Mining Inc. We have corporations on the scene. That's not something you see every game, especially not every game between two warmongers. But 31-21 and Stalin, yeah, you have the advantage, but you don't have the domination. You lack a little bit too much land for that, I'm afraid. But you are showing that you are a strong leader. However, you made a mistake early in the game when you made peace and never attacked Ragnar when Ragnar was weak. And here we have the confirmation. It's a draw, 1 point each. Stalin the stronger, but he never managed to capitalize on his strength. So let's go and take a look at the replay, shall we? And here we are, ready to the World History replay. I will see you when it's done. There were 3 wars in the game. The first one was a standoff, and the attacker was Stalin. Then Stalin attacked again, and Ragnar attacked the 3rd time. Stalin won the last 2 wars, so Ragnar didn't even win the war he instigated. Now, let's go to the statistics, shall we? Here we are, the demographics, the graphs. We see that the score, Stalin, he was number 1 throughout most of the game. The gold, the manufacturing, the food, the power. Okay, the power here, Ragnar did build up, and here I guess he attacked, and then they dropped, and here he started losing more than Stalin, so it was, he won the war in the early stages, then he lost towards the end, the last war. Culture, Stalin, and espionage, Stalin. So, demographics. We see that Stalin had a healthy GNP, soldiers, land area, he was number 1, almost 46 million people against 10.5 for Ragnar. And the top 6 cities and the wonders, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Russian cities on top at the end of the game. The wonders, Mining Inc. was the last one in Smolensk, and we see the list down here to the Temple of Artemis in 780. Let's go to the bottom. Great Wall in 1800 BC, Stonehenge 700 BC, and that was the only BC wonders. And then you see the rest of the list here. Let's go to the top again and go to the statistics page. Ragnar built 24 cities, 5 religions founded, 2 golden ages, currently 36 forest preserves. That's the first time I've seen that on top. 29 mines, 24 workshops. What did you build in your cities then? 26 trading posts, 23 granaries and 21 barracks, down to 3 observatories down there. Page down. And we see intelligence agency, we see the hanging gardens, mausoleum of Masolos, great lighthouse, great wall, great library, all the way down to Parthenon. Is there anything down there? Apostolic Palace was built by Ragnar, and then a couple of monasteries. Your units then, 44 infantries, 20 workers and 17 marines is the current number of units. It does have a workboat. What did you build? Top, 54 tanks, 48 marines, 36 workers, 30 cavalries, down to 7 machine guns down there. Page down, all the way down to, you got the great artist, you built a bomber, a submarine, you got the great prophet, and you built 1 warrior. What did you kill? 44 frigates, 41 riflemen, 38 infantry, and we see all the way down to a guided missile. Page down, and you killed the Hindu missionary. Yeah. Your losses then. 45 infantries, 43 tanks, 29 marines, down to a berserker, and you lost also a settler. Okay, well, Stalin then. Built 28 cities, founded 2 religions, 3 golden ages. Currently you have 75 windmills and 43 towns and 36 farms. In your cities you built 26 barracks, 25 harbors and 25 granaries, 9 castles, national park, Stonehenge, Kremlin, Oracle, Versailles, Hagia Sophia, Sistine Chapel, Spiral Minaret. Page down. Taj Mahal, Eiffel Tower, Statue of Liberty is good, Three Gorges Dam is here, Pentagon is here. You have the statue of Zeus. You have built 1 academy. You got Ironworks, Oxford University, Creative Constructions, Mining Inc. of course, and Buddhist Temple, and then let's see, page down. And you built a Scotland Yard. Your current units. 63 infantry, 45 marines, 35 anti-tanks. You have a transport. What did you build 71 marines, 55 anti-tanks, 50 workboats, down to 8 ships of the line, page down, and you also built, you got a great artist, a great spy, you built a warrior, submarine, infantry, and you can see the kills, just to confirm, 45 infantry, 43 tanks, 29 marines, all the way down to a machine gun and 1 berserker. Your losses, 44 frigates, 41 riflemen, 38 infantry, down to 1 guided missile, and you lost a Hindu missionary. Okay, that's it for now. Let's get back to the graphs. Ragnar and the graphs, and then we are going to click exit and take a look at the cities. One more turn. Ragnar with his 21 cities. Let's go and take a look at them. Let's sort them by population as always. We see Lødøse, Haitabu, Sigtuna top 3 with 15, 13, 11, Odense and Ribe also size 11. Building for the most part, military units. Apollo program is 26 turns away from complete in Odense. Not very happy population, as you can see, but he's losing the war, so that's not particularly surprising. So let's go change and take a look at Stalin. There we are. Stalin of the Russian Empire. Okay. And okay. So there will be a few of these animations. There we are. Now we are at Stalin. Let's take a look at the cities. Too many to fit in one page, but the top is Arkhangelsk with size 20, Smolensk and Magadan 18, Yaroslav, Tver, Novosibirsk, Chelyabinsk 17, and you see down here building a lot of units. Building the SS casing here in Astrakhan. Murmansk is the lowest one. Let's go to the bottom. So Murmansk was the lowest one, yeah, 7, and then Vologda and down are the last cities. So you can take a look at this and stop the video if you want to. A lot of military things being built. Let's exit this. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. It is Stalin and Ragnar on 4th and 5th due to the game ending in a time draw, but Stalin with a positive 6 and Ragnar negative 6 score per turn difference, which means that they then are, not equal, to put it that way. A draw does not mean you get the same score per turn difference here. It's a little bit surprise to me that both games this day ended with a draw, but probably because they are not that good at finishing off each other in the wars, or because they are good at defending. Maybe there is a reason they are 3rd division leaders after all. We'll just have to wait and see. However, after this day, Montezuma is still top of the league, Alexander 2nd, and now with Mehmed II, Stalin, Ragnar and Napoleon in the playoffs at the moment. So we will have to see. Tomorrow, however, we are going to go up to the 2nd division again, and I really hope that you will tune in tomorrow as well, because we have 2 interesting games. Charlemagne versus Mao Zedong and Augustus Caesar versus Washington. So I will see you hopefully tomorrow.